Say ya to akase bonus so na me de mu bawram akwakopiem ewo eye emrahye bedwamu eye the Parliament House. Na eye panyini awoda mano eye Speaker of Parliament. Ye be frɛ no say eye Agban Smiler Bagben. Ono no din sem bi awabato epono so anyi na recent no pese osake eye Okudzeto Ablakwa honorable bakope. Nina eye insem bi a chese Okudzeto abeye adia this crazy the National Democratic Congress enye Mufrankatuni kase His Excellency the ex-president John Dramani Mahama enuti ama Bagben Smiler or the ejinaso edi asake ora Okudzeto Ablakwa edi Free Parliament House.
So with the answers you've managed to solicit from Richard Japa, where do you think the case would go once everything comes to a conclusion?
I will not be judgmental, but I'll just stick to the facts. You were in court today. You heard issues about the post-inspection done by the former government, which Japa said was done mischievously, not our worst. He said it was done out of mischief. You were in court. And he also said that when it comes to the ambulance, they were not meant to be used. You were in court, you heard it. You were also in court when it came to the date for the delivery of the ambulances. And then he said it was in January. And he finally had to come back home. You were also in court. And you heard about the ambulance having been delivered in 2014, December. So the previous government had over 2 years to have, if any, remedied the situation. Why not?
He said at the time it wasn't handed over to government. It was supposed to be kept at a safe place for the installation of the accessories, training of paramedics before it is handed over. So it will not be accurate to say that it had been handed over to government at the time. He explained in court.
But you listened to him when he read the letters of Honorable Segbefia. That those ambulances are vans, not my words, the words of Honorable Segbefia. You also listened to his reading of the letters by Honorable Sherry Aite, who also said they were not vans and that they should stop manufacturing the said ambulance. So from all indications, you realize that what we have in court now, from the letters that he read, not our evidence, their evidence, the ambulances, with all due respect, from their own side, are vans. And with the vans, how do you use them?
Yeah, vans in the sense that it was not supposed to be used as ambulances at the time.
But you see, there was this issue about conversion. You see, AG decided to take him through that one, and he decided to just rely on the heading. That's in evidence. We decided to also let him know that you may have the heading there, but the details do not match what we claim to be the heading. And so the ambulances, as we have them now, you go through all the exhibits that we have in court, and you make your own judgments. As I said, I will not be making judgments here, but we have succeeded in putting across our case strongly that Mr. Jakwa gave his evidence in chief. We've also confronted him to our side of the matter, and the judge definitely made a pronouncement on this matter.
One of the things that Sami Jeffy said, he described the Attorney General as a local champion who is only good at fixing matches. What will be your immediate response to this particular attack on the Attorney General?
It is rather unfortunate. My brother is a lawyer. The Honorable Attorney General is an astute lawyer. He's a well-read lawyer, a revered lawyer. He knows his stuff. And so if he decides to say that he's a match fixer, I mean, I don't understand him. Go to the law reports. Go to Supreme Court of Ghana law reports and look at the case that he's done at the time that he was in private practice. And from 2016 to date, I can say without any fear of equivocation that if you look at the ages that we have in Ghana, if he's not the best, he may be one of the best when it comes to his courtroom appearance. And look at international arbitrations. An Attorney General who leads his team to go on international arbitration and win cases internationally, not local. So if you say local champion, what does it mean? An Attorney General who is able to boost the staff strength of the ministry, giving them the training such that now we do not pay millions of dollars to external solicitors. Only few of them. Most of the cases that we have on arbitration, he leaves. So does it mean that if he goes outside to fight those cases, he also goes there to fix matches? I mean, it doesn't make sense if you say that he fixes my...
You kept referencing some documents, exhibits, and he kept referencing the Attorney General to a 2016 letter by Alex Segbefia, which he says voids those letters that you were relying on. What's your reaction to that?
That is own belief and his thinking. We are not going to assess the evidence, but when we file our addresses, you see how we are going to tackle all those things. When did we hold elections in Ghana? Wasn't it on the 7th of December? And when was that letter written? So I'm not going to talk much. The letter was written post 2016 elections. So what was it meant to be? I'm not going to conclude. Make your own deductions. In the address, we will come out with all these things.
One thing that actually happened today was the introduction of the link by the court to ensure that virtually everybody anywhere in the country can look at it. On your side, how do you welcome this particular question?
I think it's good. Because I think today, not less than 500 people joined. That was the maximum number. And it's also a decision that was made by the Chief Justice, which the judge conveyed to us. There are a lot of people who want to have access to the proceedings. And I think moving forward, this particular case, people can have access to it and then look at it. Because after all, it's a public matter that we are holding these hearings in the public. Just that it's within the confines of a court. So the moment you have this system where people can just view it online, it expands the frontiers of the justice delivery system in Ghana.
Will the AG make cases for more of such things?
I'm not going to speak the amount of the AG, but I think it's a positive step. It's something that, if replicated, is going to help us.
The issue where Richard Jakwa raised that the container that contained the accessories had been emptied, and indeed it was currently in a different country, China to be precise. Well, how do you respond to that?
If you are alleged in court, what do? Don't you have to prove it? Leave it there, let him prove it.
So do you know exactly where the accessories are right now? He says they can't locate.
He is making the allegation that the accessories came. It is his duty to lead evidence to that effect. In any event, what were they meant for? And why from 2014? So what happened between 2014 and 2017 January? What happened? Had the container arrived? If it had arrived before that, what was done to it? I mean, I'm not going to be judgmental.
It begs the same question again, that at the time they were brought in, they were not supposed to be used. So government was supposed to clear the accessories, get them installed before it's handed over to government. Within that period, that couldn't have happened. You would agree?
But go and take the exhibit. The exhibit V, the contract. Whether there was any mentioning of a conversion, properly so-called, that they should bring ambulances here and they convert them. That's what he's seeking to say, that they were supposed to. But the evidence, the evidence that we have is to the fact that they are purely vans. Do you want your mother to place in a van?
Van in the sense that it wasn't disposed.
I mean, we must look at it well, because if indisposed and you are bringing in an ambulance, I must be rest assured that the ambulance I'm going to be placed in is a proper ambulance, but not a van.
Chairboy, you also agree that he's made this point, and the judge kept asking him to move on, because he's made it over and over that the buses, as they were